All right, so this is going to be Horacle's request. This is, now I'm going to read your story. This is a cover of Creep by Pau from The Warning. This was part of an Instagram challenge that led to Pau learning the song Creep in a few hours. Oh, sick. This was the third take and the winner for her. Watch until the end. Nothing more to say, just a good singer, slightly out of tune piano. We love slightly out of tune pianos. They call it, in classical music, there were some composers. Audition trips, I leave on the 6th of December until the 16th. I'm going to New York City to go sing for agents and opera companies. I have 6 auditions lined up now and probably more to come. That's when those will happen. But the last goal, I kept the goal the same because I paid for audition trips the last month and I'm paying for audition trips again this month. So that's when they're happening. Okay. So I figured it was a good use of the community. Because if I can't go on auditions, it's all over. So this is Pau from The Warning, learning Creep in 4 hours for an Instagram challenge. I already told you guys I love her voice, so let's go from here. There are always more auditions. Audition season for opera singers is October, November, December. I haven't taken any in November because I've been performing, but that's then we enjoy actually singing in the spring and the summer. All right, Pau. I already like your voice. Let's hear you learn Creep. It's a 4-minute song, but we got to watch all the way to the end. Out of tune piano. You hear those like moments of harshness coming in. So what's actually happening there is the vocal folds are like breaking under pressure. Basically, it's a voice crack that she's not letting fully crack because her breath is still moving, right? So that's that like harshness. People call it distortion. If I sing and I'm not warmed up, that comes out. Not good for what I do. Totally great for what she does. And it doesn't feel good when that happens. So a lot of us shy away from that kind of harshness in the voice, but it's really expressive. It adds this, we've talked about vocal disability, I don't know, countless times. It's just that idea, a name for the idea that if you hear a harshness in the voice, if you hear something not, linear, non-conformist in the voice, something that's not necessarily pretty, it makes us feel the emotion of that issue, that hiccup, that whatever. The idea that she feels that, she gets that harshness, she gets that grit in the sound and just sings through it is equivalent to like a thematic element of her facing a hardship and working right through it. And I love that with this song, right? So now you dig into like the artistry and what it represents and the themes of just the performance. If you analyze it in a really academic way like that, you get this really like triumphant idea. Perseverant idea, perhaps. But that's... Oh. Ooh. What? All right. My flights are paid for. Bye, guys. Capriati, no way. Ah! Thanks for that. Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler. Pau, the feeling of that sound she makes is not good. She's goes right through. She sings right through it. Thank you. Fuck. I don't deserve this, guys. I love you guys. All of you. This community. This music. This amazing... everything. Everything you guys have to suggest. Everything that we talk about. I mean, it's an opportunity for me to share, okay? You know, I'm not alone in someone who just spent so much time in a... Thank you. Thank you. I will go out and sing for you guys. I'll go sing for myself and I'll go sing for you guys. Capriani, you especially. Thank you. So many musicians spend years and years in school, like studying, working in, you know, in the practice room, studying music history, studying all that this means. Pau's one of the, I mean, look, she's committed to her music. And so many people spend time learning this music, just delving, committing their lives to this. And usually people end up either being like music teachers, you know, for a couple students, or in, you know, schools, or going back into academia, or quitting music altogether because it's not viable. And I'm incredibly fortunate to be able to dig into these nuances, these depths of singing and music with you guys. And it's like an absolute privilege and a pleasure. And it's so rewarding. I want to see that meme. So thank you. All right. Back to Pau. Pushing through that harshness in the voice. That's what separates the amateur sound from the professionals. Because professionals don't care if something doesn't feel good. Your job is to keep singing. That could be a stylistic choice. It works so well for the way she sings. But an amateur will get to a point where the voice feels weird and they'll just pull back. And it's that hesitancy, that hesitation, that pulling back that stops you from really leveling up the voice, right? If we talk about harsh vocalism all the time, like the sound of harsh vocalism, this is like one of the harshest, literally harshest sounds I've ever heard. Not because the sound has like cracklies in it and makes high overtones and it got a lot of grit in it. It's literally just the sound of yelling with pitch. She uses enough air and energy and support to sustain that. And I'm like amazed by that. Like it's it's just so unhinged. Like, to be frank, it's just so yelly and shouty, but it's all in tune. And it makes for a really compelling performance. It makes for a really compelling story. Yeah, that's a great way of putting it, Pointless. You literally stare into her soul when she opens up fully, because she's not holding anything back. There's nothing precious or like vocal about. There's nothing artsy fartsy about it. There's no painting in this. It's very similar to like what Muddy Waters is doing. It's just the sound of the voice. It's the same sound she speaks with. Absolutely gorgeous. Hunger Games Mockingjay symbol is just Johnny Bravo holding it. Oh my gosh. Moving on. All right. She is just fucking bringing it. Let's do this. It's just full on. Wide open. Start now, Meowlet. Ugh.
I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Yes!
That's awesome. Oh, I love the sound she makes in this softer close. This is such a cool song. You can't not like this song. I'm a crepe. I'm a weird dough. How am I doing here? I don't belong here. Here we go.
Whatever makes you happy. Whatever you want.
We never lose the full sound. It's just
So very special.
softer and smaller, but we never lose that.
I wish I was special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Yes!
Yes! Oh, it's so beautiful. I added on to the meme. What the hell am I doing here? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, that's good. I think that's pretty good. Yo, she's got some... It's the commitment. It's the total devotion of the pipes. Like putting your entire being, your entire physicality into the song. That goes beyond like what technique can teach you. It's the willingness to go in, and this goes for everyone here who sings. When I teach, my philosophy is to create as much ease in the voice as possible, and that will facilitate. Chat him to sleep, my friends. Chat Yacht back to sleep. I'm glad you're back. Welcome back, Yop. But When I teach singing, this is where I was. It's about finding as much ease, like the most voice for the most amount of ease, right? The least amount of tension. But that's not the end all be all answer, right? Sometimes just figuring out how far your voice can really go and then, go working from there is the answer. Sometimes. Skyface is hiding under your bed. Pretty sure that's what you said. Any preferences? But even if something does feel uncomfortable in the voice, it might just be discomfort and not pain. Now, obviously, like people will flame me for saying that, certain people. But in reality, you don't know how much you can do with your voice until you know how much you can do with your voice. And if you don't press those boundaries from time to time, you're not going to know. And in this case, this is a huge victory for Pau, not because of the singing. She knows she can sing. She sings all the time. She sings amazingly all the time. But in that learning experience, learning a song in 4 hours, doing an Instagram challenge, like that's... I love the idea of like challenges on social media because it's just kind of like pushing yourself to do something, that a lot of other people have done. Sometimes they're just like jokes, like don't eat Tide Pods. But, people have been doing this forever. People have been challenging themselves in small ways forever, pushing themselves to do something. Now, obviously, social pressure helps, but in my bed, it's the Kraken. But yeah, that challenge, like Meowvolent, just go start singing and playing the piano, and just do it. I had to learn that song that I started working on last week with you guys, and I sang it for the first time today, completely from memory, full performance, and it was beautiful. And that felt so good to just be like, in a very short period of time, I can turn around a piece and make it into art. And it's, it's a mix between process and actual, ability, and not actual expression in art. But in a way, the process becomes the art. And as an artist, you learn to create that process for yourself that is not as clinical as it is artistic. So anyway, no matter what level you're at, if you're Pau, if you're like crushing the rock scene, those victories still matter. So go and challenge yourself to do that stuff and push past your boundaries. You already have head voice. You already have a lovely mix. Ooh, Good Riddance. Is it the actual Good Riddance song? I think it's like Green Day or something. Thank you for the memes. And thank you for Pau. I'm so proud of her. Instagram challenge. Oh, right. Yeah. Let's do it. Well, you can always change the key, too. All right. Where are we? Oh, we're in your request, Meowvolent. Perfect timing. All right, let me find... Okay. Let me grab some water real quick, guys.